Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 1,500 Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Heat Center, Meyers Leonard joins us there. Meyers, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. I've always enjoyed doing these things, but ever since I met you on Media Day, I do believe is the first day we met. I thought we had a little connection, so why not jump on during quarantine and have a nice little chat.
I appreciate that, man. Now, I wanted to get you on because what you've been doing has really been spectacular because you're doing something that you love, obviously, with the gaming, but it looks like you're raising a ton of dough. So when did you know first of all, just give people an explanation of when you came out with the idea of raising money for Feed in America, and when did you know it was kind of really blowing up and how it's all kind of gone as a project for you?
Yeah, so basically when the NBA suspension was announced, my wife and I sat down the next morning. We said, okay, there's no way we're going to just sit around and do nothing. Let's find a way to not only better ourselves, but let's find a way to impact people during this crazy time. So we said, okay, what are you about? What am I about? And what are we about? And so we broke it down. Obviously, she's, very, very busy with our protein bar, company level foods. And then on my end, I have gaming, right? It's a passion of mine. I've been streaming on Twitch for almost 2 years now. And the main reason is because I really enjoy gaming, but I also enjoy the part where people can just come into my chat and get a real guy, a real dude. Answer it's very authentic and it's a fun community and people just enjoy, I guess, being entertained by me outside of basketball. And so the whole idea came from UD. I read his article in the Players Tribune, and I was like, wow, that is so powerful that, his story, what he was talking about, and how a lot of kids and families also are impacted, not only by COVID, but just in general, without having meals. And I thought to myself, okay, people can't go to work right now, a lot of people anyways. How do I help their family? And obviously, people want to feed their family. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do 50% to Feeding America and 50% to Feeding South Florida because I'm here with the Heat, and I've, really, really enjoyed my time here, and so is Ellie, my wife. And so that's where it all started, was reading UD's article, and then I got together with some of my buddies who work in the space, and I said, I know I can do this. I know that I'm entertaining, and I just want to impact people. And so I am proud to say that all the donations haven't officially been pushed through on the website, but that we're at the full 175. And the math that UD was talking about is basically like $1 can feed six or do 6 meals, or that adds up to 175,000 feeds 1,050,000. And so that was my goal, and I've reached that. But I'm also proud to say, after adding it up for a couple different articles that I think are coming out soon, it's like almost 400,000 in straight up donated dollars to COVID-19 relief. And then on top of that, it's like 550,000 in like prize pool money for all the gaming stuff I've done since quarantine. So it's crazy. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed that I have, people who want to help. And obviously I don't know. It's been crazy, man. There's no other way to put it.
No, man, the feedback looked like it's been awesome for sure. Like, how did it work? Are you basically on this on Twitch as the games are going on, and people can do it as they're talking with you? Like, how do you get the people to just straight up go into the pot with it? Like, how does it go from starting off the game and then you end up with pink and blue hair?
Okay, so I worked with a company called Tiltify, which you can set up incentives and polls. So like one of the polls, for once we reached 125,000, I would dye my hair X, whatever color. There was like 4 options. And to be frank with you, the one that went through, it was closest, was orange, but my barber didn't have orange. So I was like, well, what the hell do we do now? So I decided on the Vice colors. But other than that, there was other incentives. Like I have a pair of game-worn Kobe's of mine, a Vice jersey of mine, a Vice D Wade jersey, among many other things. So people can go in there and bid on it, just, similar to eBay, for example. And then admittedly, we have had so many, generous people, even just $10, $20. But when you can partner with brands who really see the vision, and I also, bring value to them because I'm bringing eyeballs to my Twitch, which then therefore I'm shouting them out and doing that sort of thing, and they're on my Twitch profile. But basically, I'm just broadcasting as I play my video games, which is mainly Call of Duty. And that's there's a lot of brand dollars, but there's also just, like I said, the random people coming in. Aim Lab, which is actually a really, really cool software where you can improve your aim. Pit Viper, which everybody knows is kind of, honestly, their brand kind of embodies my hammer, quote unquote hammer mentality, like the sunglasses and their apparel and everything. They threw down $10,000. I mean, a headset company threw in money and giveaways. I mean, we've had the Player Association matched my wife and I's donation, and Ellie and I are getting ready to go back in and do more. So it's been amazing, man. It just, like I said, everyone kind of seeing the vision and being willing to allow me to essentially drive it has been amazing. But also at the same time, I think I'm more busy right now than I am in the NBA season, and for good reason, by the way. I'm up early getting my workouts and rehab in, but then the rest of the day is filled with phone calls and emails and playing in tournaments and, trying to schedule guys to be in my tournaments and this, that, and the other. It's been crazy, but so worth it.
So are you talking trash on these and during these games?
Okay, so the only trash talk of sorts that has come would be it's a separate deal, but it's in Slam's NBA Call of Duty multiplayer weekly tournaments. And so basically week one, Ben Simmons got MVP. I think I got snubbed, but whatever. He's a really good Call of Duty player. Week two, I got it. Week three, Devin Booker got it. And this week the fourth week was Brandon Goodwin, who actually plays for the Hawks, and he's very good as well. But they've taken a week off. But that's the only quote-unquote trash talk of sorts. Everything else, NBA guys are like, yeah, I'd love to jump on the stream and support your cause. So I said this on my stream the other day, but I was like, just so you guys know, to my fans, getting NBA guys to do anything at one time in a very detailed way is almost impossible outside of them getting to play in an NBA basketball game. So the fact that they were willing to be so gracious with their time and support my cause was really, really cool. But we got one final stream coming up this Friday, which I'm going to announce soon and announce some new partnerships. So I'm pumped. It's been an incredible month or so.
Now, you talked about your rehab and your ankle. How's that coming along? Because I know anytime that I've been hurt, you say you could do it at home, but you're not really quite doing it like they would in a training facility or in a room with the professionals in there.
Sure. So we were granted access just prior to they're talking about May 1st or May 8th when the facilities may open on a whatever basis. I've been lucky to get an okay because we're both quarantined to work with our PT. And so That's been good. We've done, a lot of it at my house, but I have a pool so we can do not fully weight bearing, bounding in the pool and different types of things for my ankle. And then, I have a small gym in the garage, so we're able to do everything in there. And, it's actually, my ankle it truly is getting very, very close. That's for sure. I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling, as though I can put more power through it and actually am getting very near a comfortable state where I wouldn't even think about it anymore, even if I were to go out and play. So, we've done a lot of really good work. We got over a hump probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and then about a week ago we had another really good jump. So I can give you guys the most recent update and let you know that I'm doing well, and when we resume play, I will be more than ready.
So what was the reaction you had when you come home one day, or maybe you're already home and the UPS man shows up and you have a basketball hoop delivered courtesy of Jimmy Butler?
Oh man, you're getting all the good stuff here. So full disclosure, when I went on IG Live with Jax, I said, okay, fine, I'll video, because he asked, what are you guys going to do with it? I said, well, I'll video the whole thing. So Ellie and I have all the content. We'll put it together, but it was a nightmare. Shout out to Jimmy. I'm thankful for the hoop. It was incredibly difficult. And I'm no handyman, but I'm not an idiot either. Like, we were lacking of a couple of tools, and I'm not willing to go in public and be around anybody right now. So I said, screw that. We'll make it work with what we have. We had enough to get the job done. But it was a long process. Like, it took us, like, the vast majority of the middle of our day. And by the end of it, I looked at my wife. She looked at me like, wow, we're both really exhausted right now. So, I mean, it was hotter than hell outside. But it is put together. And like I said, the content is coming soon. But it was actually a pretty difficult task, like very tedious work, like just so many different instructions and this and that. And you have to pay attention to every fine-tuned detail. If you mess something up here, then it was more than anticipated, to say the least.
Did you use all the screws, or do you have a couple of extras?
No, everything is done correctly. But admittedly, they said to use a mallet, and I wondered why, because there was a point where you had to drive this stake through the bottom of it and put the wheels in. And let's just say I got annoyed as hell because it didn't want to go in, so I took the hammer and smacked it pretty damn hard a couple times. Unfortunately, I made a small indention or crease of sorts, and I filled the whole damn thing up with water to make sure it's not going to fall over, of course. And we come out, 2 mornings ago now, and there's water all over the damn place, and I realized I made a small crack in the damn thing. So basically, we'll just put a sandbag on the back. It's the same thing. But I was, like, getting so damn frustrated. I guess it only makes sense for me to damage the thing with a hammer. But that was the one hiccup, I guess. I got pissed because it was taking too damn long in my head and stuff.
You use a regular hammer, or did you use that giant cartoon Thor hammer that you drag around all over the place?
Well, I think I would have destroyed the entire thing had I used the massive 55-pound hammer. But no, actually, somehow, again, there's these random tools. We're renting a house. There is actually no hammer in this damn house. So as a joke,
we figured that it's Hassan's old house.
Oh well. All right. I'm not going to go there. But my wife's mother literally got me a bottle opener that's a hammer. It's actually awesome. I've popped quite a few beers open with it, to be honest with you. But it works as a hammer, too, so that's what I was using. Pretty funny.
Before we get you out of here, Meyers, can we get your thoughts on Aaron Gordon's diss track to D-Wade?
You know what? I listened to about half of it. I thought it was, it didn't sound bad. I was there. I think that maybe they could have gone one more round. However, I do think whoever they would have given the trophy to would have deserved it. But Derek's a super freak, man, and he deserved the trophy just as much. So, I don't really have a big opinion on it. I don't typically get into the whole the gossip of sorts or the ill feelings towards each other. However, I will tell you, no one's going to smoke me in a shotgun still to this day. It's not going to happen, and they're not going to outchuck me. So,
have you had extra practice with the time off? Have you allowed yourself to indulge a little bit with the rehab and the quarantine?
People think that. To be honest, I actually don't drink all that often, and but for my birthday party, when they threw me the whole team threw me a surprise party along with my wife and one of my really good friends at Komodo, and that was on one of Duncan's friends said, "Oh yeah, you can chug." I said, I'm okay, knowing damn well I'm about to smoke this kid. And he was I don't know a quarter of the way done, and my beer was gone. So you just got to put people in their place every now and then. But no, it's like riding a bike, brother. I pick up that beer, it's going down fast. Okay, so make no mistakes about it.
You're doing awesome work, Meyers Leonard. Thanks for the time, man. Do you want to give any info to people how to donate to your cause, where they can find everything? Best way to do it.
Yeah, honestly, the easiest way would just be I'd have to say like tiltify.com/this, that, and the other. The easiest way would just be to go to my Twitter profile or my Instagram profile and click on the link that's in the bio. It's tiltify.com / the Hammer Classic, something like that. I actually don't have it memorized. But yeah, if they feel inclined, that's great. If not, I totally understand. We're all going through a crazy time right now. Obviously, my wife and I are very blessed. So, any and all help is incredible. But thank you guys for having me today. Seriously, it's always fun to catch up with everybody and kind of let people know what's going on.
No, we appreciate it, man. And it's in a weird way. Like, it's been obviously a really rough time, but it is a blessing that whenever this thing does get back going, that it sounds like they're going to actually have you for the team, which is super important because as good as the year's been, it wasn't the same without you on the court. So if it's going to end up in that kind of good domino effect, at least something good came out of it from a basketball standpoint too.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that, and there definitely was a silver lining, quote unquote, for Meyers Leonard because I would have done anything to play in the playoffs. So I'd be playing right now if I had to. Trust me. But the fact that we have this downtime certainly helped me in a very strange way. I wish everyone was out there competing, but that's not the case. So I'll take the time off.